Don't worry, folks, they're not weirdos. This is for a good cause. You too could sell your poo and make $13,000 a year. How, you might ask? We'll explain in a moment, after this commercial break. Now we'll be cutting to a super informative commercial break that'll tell you how awesome and amazing our sponsor for this show is. After which you should run right down and purchase all the beer you can drink. Turns out that the freaking archive had the original of the Mockingbird book all along there. No, that was wrong.
Sequel.
Turns out that the sequel to Kill a Mockingbird was in the archive all along, right next to the freaking original. Wouldn't you believe it? Check your archives better, people.
Supposedly lost for 50 years. Maybe.
Supposedly lost for 50 years, the sequel to Kill a Mockingbird has been found sitting in the freaking archive next to the original. If the publishers had paid any attention at all, they could have published 2 books and had twice the excruciation for high school students. To Kill a Mockingbird 2, finally, the sequel. On to news of grave importance. 2 American sisters have been deported after doing a nude photo shoot in Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat. In Angkor Wat, 2 sisters have been deported after doing a nude photo shoot. When the photo shoot was discovered, they were in fact deported. Both of the sisters in the nude photo shoot were put on a plane and deported from the country of Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat.
It's the name of the temple. The country's Cambodia.
Oh, it's not a country? It's a town, really?
Angkor Wat's a sacred temple.
Shit. Turns out that Angkor Wat is a sacred temple, and I've just pissed all over a major world religion. Apologies. My ignorance does not actually reflect the opinions of Southern Oregon, except it probably does. Angkor Wat, a temple, not a country. The majority of the world thinks that Georgia is just a state. It turns out it's actually an entire country. Doesn't that freak you out? Georgia, not just a good place for peaches.
Just making shit up.
Yep. Let's see. Nessie soup ladle, a perfect thing to stick in your soup if your soup is boring and you're worried that you're going to lose your ladle like they've lost the Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster has never been seen in person. According to local legend, it does exist, similar to the way you'll feel about your Nessie soup ladle that you'll go looking for at the bottom of your thick and chunky stew. P.S. Homemade stew is much better than Campbell's. Sorry, Campbell's. The Spartan knife holder, a wonderful way to display your anger at tiny wooden men. The Spartan knife holder, full of knives, just like old Spartans were after 300. Bling bling ice jewels. Do you feel like your iced tea is not bling enough? Well, you're in luck. Throw a couple of these gems in there and you'll be rocking all night long. Oh, they don't pay me enough for this. Salt and pepper wands. For those of you who are obsessed with Harry Potter and still think your food is bland, get nuts. Salt and pepper wands. A shark fin tea infuser. Awesome. Not quite as awesome as the other one of the little fat guy who was sweating the tea out, but still pretty good. The runny nose yolk separator, a perfect way to put yourself into a state of contortion. Look at this guy's nasty face. Now it's dripping out your eggs. Guess what? Those eggs are more healthy for you because it's just the whites. Thank goodness he's got a runny nose, and you can live longer. Think about it. Hot Man Trivet. I don't even know what this is. The Unicorn Sprinkle Shaker. An item I secretly own and keep in my kitchen for when I need to make myself ice cream in the middle of the night. It also works on those mornings when I'm sitting down and watching my Saturday morning cartoons after I've made my pirate egg yolks thing. Pancakes. In breaking news, a family kidnaps their own son because he was too nice to strangers. Isn't that shitty? And now the popular mechanics report. Hang on to your freaking butts because steel just got steelier and for 1/10 of the fraction cost. A new type of super steel has been invented or designed or whatever. This super steel combines all of the important ingredients of iron, carbon, aluminum, magnesium, and other exciting ims that I don't remember. The super steel now protects you in a way that you could barely even imagine. Your primitive human body will no longer be dashed to pieces against the hard rocks of your imagination when you imagine yourself driving a new car made of super steel. Super steel. Super. A final thought about this Salem owl situation. Remember, if an owl ever latches on your face while you're walking around in the woods, it's better if you don't scream. Because if you scream and someone sees you, they'll know that you just got bested by a flippin' owl. You're probably a Northern Oregon person, not one of these sweet-ass Southern Oregon people that are super hardcore and aren't afraid of things that fly in the sky. In my day, the only thing to be afraid of that was airborne was a petrodactyl. Petrodactyl, the scariest of dinosaurs. And now we'll be moving on to our new weatherman. We haven't assigned him a name yet.
Jack Frost.
I think that's taken.
And now, straight from the hood, our new gangster weatherman here to tell you what's going down with the weather.
How about J Frost?
Our new gangster weatherman, Jay Frost, is here to tell you what's up with the weather.
Do you want to do we joked a lot about owl attacks tonight,
Yeah.
people, but
Let's do that
but
one
it's no
together,
laughing
though.
matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
So let's do it later.
Okay.
Are you doing Angor what?
Oh, you want to do the
Those
actual
are the
story?
notes on those ones.
Okay.
And we'll cut to me, or we'll do my single shots while he's studying.
Yeah, go for
Does
it.
that sound good to you guys? You know, let's cut, yeah, and go to. It's time to focus on me.